Hello everyone, my name is Shreya and I am a legal intern at Lexis and Company. I am pursuing BLLB honors from Law College, Dehradun, Uttaranchal University. I am currently in 7th semester and I am glad to have this opportunity of interning at Lexis and Company, because of which I am able to present to you guys with this video. So the purpose and topic for this video will be the Waqf under the Muslim law. In my previous video of this title Waqf, I have told you about its meanings and essentials and some of its main objectives of making behind the Waqf. I'll continue with it. So yeah, let's begin. So what are so the main purpose and the objects of making the Waqf was for charitable, religious and some pious endowments. You can make it for your family first, keeping aside the poor people. You can reserve the work property for your family first and not give it to the poor. And these were the main objectives. So what are the other objectives of the Waqf? So they are for burning lamps at the mosque, maintenance of khanqa, repairs to imam baras, constructions of schools and colleges, and etc. For these purposes also the Waqf property can be given. So moving on, Waqf is invalid if the object is to maintain a church or a temple or utter strangers. Waqf is void for uncertainty, that is if you do not have any particular object for the making behind the Waqf, it will be regarded as void. So what are the conditions regarding its registration? Every Waqf should be in writing and registered at the office of the Waqf board, and the Mutawalli should make an application to the board with a copy of the Waqf deed furnishing the details of the Waqf, stating very clearly what are the purposes and objectives of that Waqf. So it should be duly signed by the Mutawalli also, and hence if these conditions are fulfilled, the board may register the Waqf. So it should be in writing, registered at the Waqf board office, and Mutawalli will make an application which is duly signed by him. It should mention about its objective, and then it will be eligible for being registered under the Waqf board. So yeah, now who actually is Mutawalli? As I said, that Mutawalli is a mere manager and the Waqf property is not vested in him. His appointment, his powers and functions are governed by the Waqf Act of 1954. So moving on, who can make a Waqf or who has the capacity to make a Waqf? So any Muslim person can make a Waqf, and the person who constitute the Waqf of his property is called the founder of Waqf, and the Waqf and the Waqif must be competent person at the time of dedicating the property in Waqf. That is, he should be of sound mind and a major person. So for being a competent Waqif, a person must possess the the person must possess the capacity as well as the right to constitute the Waqf. That is, not only you should be eligible, but you should have that right to constitute the Waqf. That is, you should not be barred by any kind of restrictions which is put upon by this act, which states that if you have certain conditions, that is if you are of minor age or of unsound mind, you will not be eligible to make a Waqf. Moving on, the capacity to constitute the Waqf, that is that every Muslim person who is of sound mind and has attained the age of majority has the capacity to constitute the Waqf. And in other words, we can say that as regards the capacity of a Muslim for making a Waqf, there are these two requirements. First is the soundness of mind, and the second is majority, as I mentioned earlier also. So a person of sound mind a concerned mind has no capacity to create any waqf because he or she is um, incapable of knowing the legal consequences of the transaction of the waqf constituted by a, so the waqf which is constituted by an insane man is void, and the waqif must also be an adult. For the purpose of making waqf, the age of majority is 18 years or 20 years if minor is under the supervision of the guardians or of in the supervision of the court. So what if the waqf is made by a non-Muslim? These were the conditions if a Muslim makes a waqf. Now what are the conditions if a non-Muslim makes a waqf? So a waqf which is instituted by a waqf is an institution of Muslim personal law, therefore the dedicator is generally a Muslim, but a non-Muslim can also constitute a waqf. So what are the conditions regarding is that according to Waqf Act 1954, the Waqf Validating Act 1913, and according to Waqf Act 1954 and the Waqf Validating Act 1913, the Waqif must be a person professing Islam. The dedicator must profess Islam, that is believes in the principle of Islam. He need not be governed by the Muslim law. So if a person is not Muslim and still believes in the principles of Muslim, such person can also make the can also dedicate the waqf property. What if the waqf is made by a parda nashin lady? A parda nashin lady is that who generally lives in seclusion, that is the parda, and does not move in public. Such a parda nashin lady may be competent as a waqif, and such a lady has a right to make waqf of her property provided that she possesses the required capacity and right. So she can also make the waqf, dedicate the property to the waqf. But where the waqif is a parda nashin lady and the beneficiaries, the mutawali, have to prove that she had exercised her independent mind in constituting the waqf and had fully understood the nature of transaction. That is, the mutawali and the beneficiaries will say that okay, she has no evil intention and she has made her independent decision, only then that waqf will be valid. So this was about uh, the persons who can make waqf, their capacity, and I'll discuss the various kinds of waqf in my next video, more about mutawali and its powers and functions, and the penalty if he fails to perform his powers and duties. So thank you everyone for watching. This was it for today. I hope you guys have liked this video. If you have any question, do ask and share the feedback with me also. So thank you everyone for watching.